Remember the 5th of November. Hello, good morning. We are starting with a flashing battery. That's great. I'm halfway through my winter semester. I'm having great time focusing just on studying, but I decided it's time to take you along because today I'm hoping to make some serious progress on my master thesis. I've been doing some research in the past few months and I really want to start writing it because actually I don't have that much time to write it when I think about it. And if I think back to my bachelor thesis, I better not repeat my mistakes. Wow, they really meant it with the battery. But before I start writing, I do want to check in with my thesis supervisor, because if there's something wrong with the structure, the research question, the methodology, all of this is like really important to get it right before you actually start writing. Like once you make the path for yourself and you go down that path and then halfway down the path you realize it's the wrong one, you really have to just go back and start again. So I need to see my supervisor and talk to him about everything before I start writing. And here's the catch, he's really hard to catch. See what I did there? Finally, we agreed to meet today, so I'm getting ready and I'm going to my uni town and we are going to discuss my thesis. I really hope he's gonna give me the green light so I can start writing. But my thesis is not the only thing I should start working on, because I should also start writing my term paper. I'm taking a class on apocalypse in literature, and for the credits we have to write a term paper. And I have a great topic, because you know what? Coming back to uni, I decided I'm gonna enjoy this and I'm gonna write and focus on stuff I actually enjoy. So my term paper topic is good omens. I'm excited. That's enough of a yapper for this morning. I have to pack my stuff, finish this, and I'm going to go catch the train. And the weather, it's truly autumn-like now. Like, I can see, oh my god, I have to, let me show you. So magical, so mysterious, I love it. I am home. I'm gonna talk about my thesis like more in detail later, but I have to say that meeting was really good. Like, it really helped with many things and it reassured me that what I had in my mind is actually possible and a good idea and a good plan to go by. But it was intense. It was really intense for many reasons, one of them being my supervisor doesn't really know the game, so I had to explain The Sims in like 10 minutes. I showed him the game, so to make it easier for him to understand, he made me tea, and it was quite bizarre, like, here, this is my sim family. It was so funny. Yeah, but it was intense. I had to defend my topic. But yes, what I was thinking would be a good idea is actually a good idea. I'm gonna talk about this when I have the time for it. Now I'm gonna prepare the puppy and we'll go out, enjoy the sun, because the daylight savings really fuck me up. It's gonna be dark in like 10 minutes. Okay, bye. Good morning. Ignore the mess behind me. It's a busy week and I will clean it eventually. Yesterday I stopped filming because we didn't do much actually. I ordered pizza because I don't even have time to cook, which is horrible. I love cooking. So we ordered pizza, had a quick cup of tea, and then went to the cinema to see a new Spanish movie called Death in English. Sorry, there's a construction outside still. They will be loud. I really wanted to see this movie and it was so interesting. There were like 4 hearing people in the cinema because the movie Death, it's about a woman who is non-hearing and she has a hearing husband, and together they have a baby. It's like about these 2 worlds meeting and how they work together until they have a child that also happens to be hearing. Now, today it's Thursday. Usually I don't do much. I usually relax and then work more on Friday and the weekend. I still have a work to do in the morning because I'm taking a class on second language acquisition, which is a class where we talk about the difference between acquiring language as a child, so being a native, and acquiring I can't speak. I'm so sorry, English is not Englishing this morning. This is horrible. I haven't had my tea yet. And acquiring language later in your life, which results in you acquiring second language, and you are never like fully native in that language. You may be native like if you're a really successful learner, but some people are not, some people are, and that's exactly what SLA, second language acquisition, focuses on. So far we've been really just going over the theory, but SLA is mostly about experiments, right? Because you never know how some people are more successful than others by just asking them. You have to observe and you have to make experiments. So we were asked to conduct our first experiment, and for that we need to find a friend or a person who is not studying English in university, but who is someone who learned English, I don't know, in elementary, in high school, and now can use it, but is not necessarily perfect at it. I chose my friend Wendy. You saw her in the last video. I think she's gonna be perfect for this experiment. So I'm now going to finish my tea, which is actually one she brought me from Denmark, where she stopped by this year. I'm gonna enjoy my Earl Grey with jasmine, really good. And then I'm gonna pack my stuff and we're gonna head to her place and conduct the experiment. I'm gonna take you along so you can see what a red lab looks like in real life. Okay, let's enjoy some tea. So, welcome to our English lab. Hello. Can you tell me what you saw in the video?
So there was a girl.
Okay, second part, it's this very easy English grammar test.
thinking.
It's okay. I am very happy to be with you. Yay!
So the experiment, or the first part of the experiment, is now done. I collected the data thanks to my lovely friend. Second part for me now is to transcribe it so I can later work with it in text form. She also took a English grammar test, so I have to grade that. Am I back being a teacher? Oh my god. That's it for this part of the experiment. Boom. Okay, let's finally talk about my thesis topic. Basically, the abstract goes like this. This thesis examines the implementation of gender-neutral language options in the Czech version of The Sims 4. While customizable pronouns, including gender-neutral pronouns, were added to the game in 2022, this feature remains unavailable to players using non-English language settings such as Czech. The thesis identifies problematic aspects of incorporating gender-neutral language into Czech and offers translation solutions. Ultimately, this research aims to determine whether fully customizable pronouns can be successfully implemented in the Czech version of the game. This abstract I wrote 2 months ago when I decided I want to go back to my original idea to write on non-binary Czech language options. And I decided to combine it with my favorite game, or one of my favorite games, which is The Sims, namely The Sims 4. I was inspired by the update that came into the game, and if you played, you may know of it, in 2022, when you could make your Sims use non-binary pronouns, like they, them, or you can fully customize your pronoun selection. And this is something that's stuck in the original English version and is not yet translated into other languages, or the translations are not yet adapted for this update, and I wanted to look into the Czech version to see if it could be possible. Now, I did a lot of research in the game, which means I basically played the game a lot and took a lot of screenshots. And I found the issues because if you're not a Czech speaker, the issue with Czech is that it's very gendered language. We have grammatical gender, all things around me are gendered in Czech language. Basically, the gender is shown in verbs, in adjectives, in numbers, nouns, pronouns. It is very difficult to switch someone's gender without changing the whole language system around it. While in English you just switch their pronoun, right? And you're done. You have no agreement between, I don't know, gender and number. That's what's problematic in Czech and in translation. And on top of that, you have translating games, where obviously the translator cannot change everything. You have the UI, you have some things you are limited by, so I wanted to look into that as well. Yesterday I met with my supervisor and we had really productive session. We spoke for about an hour and it was bizarre because this middle-aged man has maybe heard of The Sims, but he doesn't know what it is, what you do in the game, how it works, what are moodlets, what the heck am I talking about when I mean Sims can get pregnant by aliens. I had to open the game and literally show him my family I've been using for my research, but I managed to show him a tiny little piece of the whole game. Yet it was really funny and it had strong "are you winning son" energy. Anyway, we talked a lot. At first he was apprehensive, is there enough for me to do in the game? Is there enough for me to do for the scope of master thesis? Because obviously it's a master thesis, it has to be you have to cover a lot of theory, and you also have to your practical part should be actually contributing something. So he was worried that this is not going to be enough, and I, who knows it's going to be enough, had to convince him. So I feel like I already defended my thesis, but in the end I got him really hyped, and yeah, I found it really helpful, because all of these things he was like, you need to be aware of this, you need to not forget about this. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, right? He wants my attention. He never wants my attention like this. He's jealous of the damn camera, aren't you? All the points he had, like, be aware of this, don't forget about this is very important, you have to mention it. I was like, yeah, I'm on top of that. I actually thought about this too. So I feel really good about myself and about my planning abilities, especially after writing my bachelor thesis, which was mess. Like, I feel like I improved, and I actually now know what to do, and I know what I want to do. I basically feel really passionate about this topic. Come on, writing your thesis on a game you like to play, that's so much fun. Finally, we can start putting words on page and doing some actual progress, because I hate the beginning stage, like the research part of it. You collect things but you don't use them yet, and you feel like you're not moving forward. But once you start actually writing and putting things down, you have something like, yeah, I wrote 2 pages today, and let's revise these pages, let's change things, or let's keep them, polish them, and you have like actual physical proof of progress. My task now is to run a pilot analysis, basically. Like, I collected some text, some data. I have to collect more, take some of the texts, and I run them through a pilot analysis. I take some of my ideas and solutions, how I want to go about the translation adaptation, and I do it on the text, and I show it to my supervisor, who promised to me he's gonna make time for me every week, which I don't believe in, but it was kind of sweet. I now actually have not just ideas, but I have a plan. I have to-do list. The next video on thesis writing, we might actually write some stuff. I'm so excited. Let's start. Let's do it. Yay. Good morning. It's Friday. I am getting ready to go back to school for the second part of my blog seminar on apocalypse in literature. I have to tell you, I'm getting kind of tired. Okay, it's 7. So 12 hours ago I was still in my uni town, so like I literally came home just to eat, shower and sleep, and I'm going back. You know, it's the end of the week when the hair goes up into the one and only hairstyle I know and can do. These little guys. I'm going to pack myself some lunch and get ready and go catch another train. Luckily I love trains, but gosh, do I just want to sleep. My goal for today is literally just survive the end of the week and to talk to my professor about my term paper. As I mentioned, I want to write on Good Omens because he asked us to write a term paper on a book that deals with apocalypse, which Good Omens does, right? And I asked him if he's going to allow this book, and he's like, definitely, I love this book. So I have the book, I just don't have the topic, and the battery is flashing. So I'm going to talk to him about some ideas, and yeah, that's my goal for today. Let's get ready again for another train. took an unexpected turn. So I did not manage to discuss my term paper topic with the professor because he basically kicked us out of the classroom. Oopsie. So what happened is we were assigned reading, which we did. Then we were also asked to watch a movie, a sci-fi movie, because there was a screening after the lecture at school yesterday, and who couldn't come was supposed to watch it at home. I thought it's, and not just me, we thought it's kind of like bonus topic to talk about. And to be honest, I just don't have the time to watch a whole-ass movie. I don't really watch movies though. Like when I finally get in bed, I just fall asleep. He asked us who've seen the movie, and just like 7 people raised their hands, and he asked us who haven't seen the movie, so the rest of us raised our hands, and he looked us straight in the eye and said, "Get out, we don't need you here." The class was dismissed for us an hour earlier, which was actually perfect because I could catch an earlier train that wasn't as full as the following I was originally supposed to take. Also, if you see some snacky noise in the background, Ringo is eating. So yeah, I'm at home. It's really nice sunny day outside, so I'm gonna wait for Ringo to finish his lunch and I'm gonna take him out and enjoy a nice day. I'm actually thrilled. I'm gonna continue working on my thesis and I will keep you updated, but it's very early stages, so we shall see how fast we can move forward. I'm also going to move on with my experiment for second language acquisition. I'm also curious to see where that takes me. But for now, I'm just gonna say goodbye to you guys. I'm gonna take you maybe along on our walk. That's enough of yapping from me for this video, I think. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope I'll see you there for another one soon. I'm not making as many videos as I would like to do, but honestly I'm just really busy and I'm focusing on my university studies because I just want to finish it. The dog's getting crazy now, so I'm gonna get him ready for the walk. I'm gonna take you along, enjoy some of the clips of this boy running around, and I'll see you hopefully soon in the next video. Bye! Honestly, after a whole week, this is exactly what I needed. Exactly.